Welcome to the podcast, everybody. How are you guys doing today?
I'm full.
Is it because of dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because dinner would make sense, you know. But you know what else doesn't make any sense? People.
Mm-hmm.
People don't make sense. So, I don't know if you guys saw my video or the thumbnail of my video. People are still thirsty over Lady Dimitrescu. What the fuck happened?
Hey. She's tall with big tits. Why not?
And her ass is fat. Yes, I get it, and it's great. My problem, and Darkwave, I know you can attest to this, you being one of the biggest Resident Evil fans I know. Besides 3, what Resident Evil showed off the last boss in the trailers? Oh yeah, that laugh shit says it all, right?
Hey man, I ain't gonna even mention that one, man. Fuck it.
Exactly. Like 3 is the only one. Okay, and it's called Resident Evil Nemesis or Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. You know, makes sense. Fine, I get it. Cool, right? Last boss in the game. It's his game. Gotta get it. But in the trailers to like Resident Evil 4, did you see Salazar or whatever the fuck his name is? No. Resident Evil 5, did you see Wesker throughout the trailers? Barely.
Yes.
Barely. 6, what the fuck? You saw Simmons, but you didn't know it was Simmons. Wait, no. Who was the last boss in 6?
Well, depending on whose storyline you're playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you really didn't see the last boss in the 6. You know, 7, you clearly didn't see the last boss unless you knew that the old woman in the trailers was the fucking last boss. That's fucking impossible.
Exactly. Impossible.
Yeah. 2, you would not have known that William Birkin was the last boss because you didn't see him. First one, you didn't know Tyrant was the last boss. 0, you didn't know. Who was the last boss in 0?
The doctor who died but became young.
Okay, the doctor. Okay, whatever. All these Resident
Evil. Was a tyrant, but
yeah,
I think he was the last boss. The one that summoned the worms and shit.
Yeah. So, like I said, Resident Evil games has a history of not really revealing final bosses, but that was just fucking odd. You know, the people are legit still mad about that, and I'm confused. I'm also confused why my dog is also trying to grab a pair of scissors like a dummy. Move.
Maybe the dog
I'm just confused as why this is still a thing.
Move.
Why the people being mad about Lady Dimitrescu?
Yeah.
Stop it! Just say. Why you say it like that? Jesus.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Shut up.
What is after they mad about?
That she's not the last boss. She dies in the first hour.
Amen.
Okay. Well, I don't know why people were kind of shocked at that. She. If you watch the trailer, she always looks like a subplot anyway.
Exactly.
They just did that because she's.
I explained why. I'm pretty sure I did a good job of explaining it last time.
I said it was the thirst. What did you say again?
I was saying, you know, they did a really good job with the trailer to attract a lot of new people to the series. And because they did that, a lot of those new people are just coming in and not knowing any better. And then they're just going to get upset online because they don't know any better. And it's not really fair to fans of the series but at the same time, you know, you can't stop people from complaining about stuff because that's all people do.
I know.
Exactly.
I know.
I'll be picking up the game soon. So.
I know, but there's a problem with it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, right? If you bought this game, it was like Lady Dimitrescu is gonna be the main villain or the last boss, then you honestly have never played a fucking video game in your life because that's not what video games do usually. Like, I've never bought in a video game knowing that what the last boss was, unless it was either a remake or a game that clearly you know what the last boss is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even gonna freaking take it away from fucking Capcom. I'm gonna say Capcom did the right thing by, you know, making people super thirsty, and I get it. I understand. People are fucking thirsty. But at the end of the day, people can't even tell me Did you buy Fallout knowing that the last boss of Fallout was like one of like 3 or 4 different things? No. You're not gonna be like, yeah, I knew what the last boss of Fallout was. I know what the last boss in Skyrim was. Did you know what the last boss in Skyrim was when you played Skyrim? Spirit?
Nope.
Did you buy Skyrim knowing that the last boss was?
Nope.
Did you fucking, as soon as the game started and somebody died, you was like, I'm disappointed because that person, you know, was barely in the game, only in the game for like 20 minutes. Like, the fuck? That's why I said you can't. I'm not really gonna blame Capcom for anything. That's their fault. It's your fault. Like, if you've never played a video game in your life, unless it's a Nintendo game, I would have said, okay, that's weird that Bowser isn't the last boss or something, and he died. But no, it's fucking Mario. That's where that happens. And Sonic, who always fights for Robotnik. But that's a good segue. Let's talk about fucking Sega for a second.
Right. Well, there's multiple announcements with Sega.
I know.
What do you want to get into first? I think our options are the new Sonic game that they teased for next year. We have Sonic Colors. We have the anime, or is it a cartoon? One of the two.
It is
for
clearly
Netflix.
a cartoon.
For Netflix.
Yes.
And then we have Sonic 2. The movie.
Darkwave,
Yes.
what do you have to say about this? Jojo, stop humping the
The
bed.
Sonic announcements or the cartoons that I was talking about?
Let's start off with the fun ones. How do you think about the cartoon?
Why are we getting that cartoon of colors?
Is it of
I'll
colors? I
like
thought
this.
it was a cartoon in general.
It's called Sonic Colors.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not very fun.
No, it's not. We're getting the cartoon of Sonic Colors. Great. Why does the animation look like that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I when I saw that, I looked at that and it just went right out the fucking window, man, for me.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
I didn't
that's weird animation. Why do I need to see this? Why couldn't you just do it normally? You know, like a normal cartoon or an anime. You know, I don't care. Sonic X was a good show in Japanese, not the English version, which clearly fucking sucked. Right? Yeah, okay, cool. Then it was like,
Sonic.
huh? What you saying?
No, I would say Sonic X did a lot of interesting for the show.
Yeah, they did. The Japanese version, not the English version. English version was not the best translation. 4Kids had it, and we all know 4Kids tends to rape cartoons and stuff, which is fucking odd. Oh yeah, babe. Did you not see One Piece that 4Kids did? They literally took the show.
No, I know they did. Because remember, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh, so yeah.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh was molested. The Shadow Realm. Yeah, because yeah.
Yeah, and then the cards, the Harpy Lady drinks that actually clearly had nipples on it, they replaced that, and then what's it called? Barrel Dragon. How my man's got actual fucking cannons. It was like, no, we gotta change that. Kids can't see fucking cannons.
Yeah.
Or the scene where Bandit Keith literally pulls out a fucking gun to Pegasus.
Glock.
And then they changed it to him
pointing.
his finger.
Yeah. A lot of scenes with guns in Yu-Gi-Oh were changed to fingers, and it didn't look right.
Or the scenes that they was like out with guns, and they would just change.
I mean, yeah.
Like, what? That sucks.
It's pretty bad. Now, alongside of the anime, they released a Sonic Color remake. I don't know. I never played Color, so for those of you that did, what do you think?
Okay.
Colors is one of the two, not including many of the best Sonic games in the last 10 to 15 years. So if you haven't played Colors and you're a fan of Sonic, absolutely buy it.
Exactly.
So you're okay with this remake?
Yes. Because, I mean, let's face it, they haven't had a good Sonic game in 10 years, so at least be refreshing to play an actual good Sonic game.
Which leads me to the next part of my problem. Why, instead of developing a good game in the same vein of Sonic Colors, are we just getting fucking Sonic Colors again? Why? What's going on? Why you guys had no fucking ideas to create a whole new game?
They tried,
Oh.
sir. It's
They
called
tried.
Sonic Forces, and it still failed.
Sonic Forces is literally shit because Sonic Team doesn't know how to stick to an idea and improve on it. They keep changing shit and they don't understand what they're doing. To me, Lost World is a good game, but it is a starting of a good game. It's not like just, oh man, this game is amazing, they did no wrong. No, if they had built upon Sonic Lost World, it would be one of the greatest Sonic games to ever come out if they would build upon it. Sonic Forces would have been better if it wasn't trying to start new shit with the damn game. What the fuck?
Sonic Team is lost because everything that they do gets shit on by the community every single time. You get outside of Sonic Generations, which was critically praised,
Of course.
and Sonic Colors, that was also critically praised.
Of course.
Every single Sonic game, not including Mania, because Mania was not done by Sonic Team.
Exactly.
Every Sonic was absolute trash. And the problem is they try to make these games better. They keep trying because they think they need to because they look at Mario and how over the years Mario has reinvented the wheel. Mario has made Mario Sunshine and Lost Galaxy and this and that and that and this, and they try to do the same shit, and yet it fails.
Because it's like, yo, whoever's at Sonic Team, ever since Yuji Naka left, and that guy is a whole nother bag of worms that I don't want to fucking open, because that guy was also a fucking idiot, but, right? Ever since shit like that happens, it's just like, yo, we want to make a game called Sonic Lost World. Called Sonic Lost World. Okay, fuck it. We're never going to revisit this idea, build upon it, add to it, do stuff to it. Let's create Sonic fucking Boom. Why? Why did you?
Man.
It is like,
I have a secret.
What was it? What was it?
One of my guilty pleasure games is Sonic Unleashed.
And the funny thing is, I like the game too. I like
There's
Sonic
actually a lot of people that like Unleashed.
Yeah, a lot of people like Unleashed.
Unleashed to me was half a game.
Yeah, Unleashed is half the game, but the wolf parts.
The reason why I say, the wolf part, I was like, wow, this is something that's actually kind of different. Okay.
I like the wolf parts, not the boss fights. The boss fights are fucking tedious and annoying, but the rest of the game is alright. I like relaxing with the what's called. But if I was to critically pan the fucking game, is that stupid Sun Metal and Moon Metal system to progress later in the game. You had to get enough of those shits, and they were very fucking far and few in between. And for the dark levels, they were easy to find because it was on the beaten path. But for the the speed sections, they were annoying as shit to find. Now, could the game have been better? Yes, by not including the wolf section or having the wolf section be an entirely different thing. People wouldn't complain. But instead, it was a part of the story.
So, what do you think?
I brought that up because I know a lot of people say that that game was trash. I'm like, I actually kind of liked it. Whoops.
Yeah, I like parts of 06, but would I say that game was good? No. Jojo, stop humping in the bed, please.
Wow. Okay, so, oh god,
Jojo,
what was that? What was I saying? Okay. Yeah. So compared to Nintendo, right? What do you think Sega's doing so wrong that Nintendo is just doing right with Mario?
Easy, right? Mario doesn't have a specific gimmick to him. He is just a guy who used to jump on turtles, that they gave him a lot of acrobatics, they gave him power-ups, and they put him in different scenarios. There's no true difference besides the dirt and water mechanic in Sunshine versus 64. Not really too much of a difference. You can do everything the same except for now you spraying water. And then take that same mechanic of Mario doing his same things and put it in Galaxy. Oh wow, now you got Galaxies 1 and 2, critically appraised. Now let's take that same situation and put him in multiple different planets. You got Odyssey, critically acclaimed. Same thing with Zelda. Fucking give me dungeons. Either make it linear or non-linear. Give this man the Master Sword. You got a fucking game. You win. That's it.
Alright, cool. So, I think there was a question brought up that you wanted me to bring back up, just for Darkwave to answer. So, sir, the question brought up was, in the last 5 years, which game company has been on point, no misses?
On point, no misses.
No misses. Every game they've done is a hit. We couldn't think of one.
Years?
5 years. We couldn't think of one.
Last 5 years, every game.
I said From Software.
Ironically, in the last 5 years, I can think of two. The last 5 years, Capcom. Ironically. Well, are we talking about perfect games or just good games?
Not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be good.
Because Resi 8, Jesus Christ. Resi 3 wasn't shit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad. It's just
disappointing.
Yeah.
As a Resident, if you played the original Resident 3, you wanted more. If you didn't play original Resi 3, you're probably fine with it. I'm not going.
I was gonna say we didn't count that one specifically because we didn't want any cases where fans were disappointed because not for a stupid reason. Like if fans had a good reason to be disappointed, then we would take that.
In what, Resi 3?
In any game, or when considering person or company.
Well, look, I mean, Capcom has done Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, DMC 5, Resi 2, Resi 3 in the span of what, like 5 years or some shit?
I believe so.
So I mean, I can't not put them in the discussion. That would be unfair of me personally.
Who? I missed.
I mean, they have been ever since Monster Hunter World. Yeah, they have been knocking on all. I just because Resi 3, is it a little disappointing? Yeah, but is it a blemish? I wouldn't say really a blemish per se. Because I mean, you have to look at Resi 3 in two different ways. Like, if you're someone who didn't play OG 3, it's probably great to you.
Yeah. If
you're someone who did play OG 3, it's good. It's just you wanted more from it.
Yeah. I get you.
FromSoft is one I can also agree. I mean, they haven't had a bad game. Well, I mean, Dark Souls 2 is.
Yeah, but that's not the last 5 years.
Well, last 5 years, what have they done in the last 5 years? With Sekiro?
Yep.
And Sekiro. Dark Souls 3?
Maybe? And Bloodborne.
Bloodborne came out in 2015?
Wait. Yeah, never mind.
6 years.
Yeah, never mind.
Dark Souls 3 counts if you talk about last 5. So
yeah, Dark Souls 3 Sekiro.
But I mean, how many companies have really released a lot of games in the last 5 years?
A lot. You'd be surprised.
Well, that are like perfect.
None.
I mean, you can say Naughty Dog, but Last of Us 2 is so divisive by fans. I don't know if I want to put them in a discussion, even though Last of Us 2 wasn't a bad game. Last of Us 2 to me is almost on the vein of Resi 3 in terms of
disappointing.
Some people love it, some people hate it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a bad game. None but
Last of Us 2 to me, it's more the story is shit, not the gameplay.
Yeah, the story is not that good, but the overall game is not bad. It's a one and done.
Yeah, it's a one and done. I beat it, and then I'm never playing it again, and I never will play it again type of game.
Yeah, it doesn't get bad marks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not many.
Oh, okay then. That's interesting. Interesting stuff. So, I did bring up Nintendo. And before I get into the obvious thing with Nintendo, we have some confirmations on some release dates. And I think they showed a little bit more on these games. So, the first one is the Pearl and Diamond remake.
Ooh. I know somebody's getting those.
November 19th of this year, those two will drop, which has some people outraged, or some people were salty because they I guess they expected it to become or come out a little quicker than that, but well, no, that's
they
not
come
the
out
problem.
quicker and then watch the graphics look like some shit, and then people will still complain.
That's
That's not even done by game.
So
The Diamond Pearl games aren't even done by Game Freak.
No, they're not.
That wasn't. That's actually not what it was. The problem is that Nintendo, the other game that people are very interested, Legend of Arceus. So I hope I just said that shit right.
Arceus.
Ooh, Arceus. Okay, that thing comes out in January, the 28th of January. So people are like, well, what the fuck, Nintendo? You're gonna release 2 games that we want kind of back to back. Like, you want to break our pockets?
But one of them is a remake, so it's literally just updated graphics that you can play on the fucking TV screen. It's not like it's a whole new, brand new ass game.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
exactly.
Not even...
So that's stupid. Y'all sit here gonna give us 2 new games, bitch. One of them is a fucking remake.
Yeah. So
shut the fuck up.
I know people got mad on Twitter about that, and I was just like, well, that's not really fair.
What are we mad about? Because they released so close together?
Yes, actually.
When was that ever a fucking problem?
Ayo,
we don't have money.
It makes like they're releasing them back to like 3 games in a week's time span. Nobody's telling you to buy the fucking games as soon as they come to out.
Essentially, they are only 2 months apart. That's really enough time.
Is Nintendo putting a gun to our heads, telling us?
Hold up. Hold up. These are the same fuckheads that literally would get mad and buy both Sword and Shield or both versions of the fucking game. Damn you, Nintendo!
That's why people are complaining, because people gonna buy Diamond and Pearl, and they're like, oh, well now I gotta buy 3 games. No, the fuck you don't.
I mean, again, people are complaining about a game that's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
The game comes out in January. You can buy it whenever you fuck you want. Whenever you get the money, just pick it up.
People always feel like that. Nope, it comes out on this day, so I have to buy it on this day. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna get spoiled. In that Pokemon game.
Why the fuck do people give a shit? Okay, it comes. Matter of fact, you should be even happy it comes out that early. Because honestly, out of the 2 games, I'm more interested in Legend of Arceus than fucking Diamond and Pearl.
I'm really only getting Diamond just because they had a system in Diamond. They did in Diamond and Pearl. I don't know if they did in the other Pokemon games. They probably did, but I don't know. I remember it in Diamond, and that was the whole little digging drink, the little digging mini game drink that you could do. That shit I thought was fun. So I will actually play that. Plus, like I said, increase my arsenal of my Switch because I don't have too many Switch games anyway. But yeah. Oh wow! I have to buy a Diamond. I don't have to fucking buy a Diamond. I really don't have to buy a Diamond. I am going to buy Arceus, but Nintendo is not.
Actually, hold up.
Nintendo is coming to my house and putting a gun to my head.
They will.
You gotta buy both.
They will put a gun to your head. You know they're going to put a gun at your head. Okay.
What you were saying, actually?
No. I would say actually, people are going to buy both, getting mad, and then getting mad some more. These are the same people that get mad that bought Sword and Shield and then said, you put too many differences in the game. I'm like, why did you buy both Sword and Shield?
They made the games. It's like, well, I wanted both Pokemon. Then guess what? That just told me that you ain't got no friends.
You don't got no goddamn common sense, is what that tells me, motherfucker. I know one of the people that bought.
And then, no, find a friend that has the opposite game that you have. And it's like, alright, well, if you want to sit here and actually do the whole fucking Pokédex, hey, buddy, let me just do a little switcheroo thing. You just give me these Pokemon, and I'll just get right back to you just so I can complete my fucking Pokédex and call it a fucking day. Or, guess what? You just want to buy both, and you got Pokemon home. Alright, cool, call it a fucking day.
Pretty much. And
I don't know, man. I think it's fucking stupid. We're complaining about a release date of a game.
Yes.
Like at least Nintendo gives you fucking release dates. Unless it's Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
And then a 3.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point.
Well, it's a good segue that you did that because one of the things that did happen this week is Horizon and its new gameplay. However, we did not get, unfortunately, any release date.
That's not unfortunate in my book. I'm fine with them not giving a release date.
Me too. It's fine.
Because I don't know if y'all sitting here noticed these last few games. I remember when they did. So when Sony did this little Sony State of Play E3 little shit that they did when they announced the PS5 and all that stuff. And when they announced all these games, I literally made a huge list of games from that entire list of games that I would want to get or possibly look at. Little Devil Inside, Deathloop, Horizon 2, Ratchet & Clank. Those were some of the few games, Kenna.
Yeah.
A lot of these games that I have looked at literally have got pushed twice. Deathloop has got pushed twice. Kenna has got pushed twice. Little Devil Inside is more than likely going to get pushed. Its only release date was saying July 2021. It's going to get pushed. It said that for like the last 6-7 months now. I know it's not coming out next month. The only game on my list that has had a definitive date and has not gotten pushed back was Ratchet & Clank. I would rather them not have a fucking release date for Horizon 2. Like if they would have had it like, oh, this game come out next month, and then next month, oops, it got pushed. No, I'd rather them not do that.
I was gonna say you might have some hope with Little Devil Inside because it's actually May. Next month is June. So
no, I know, but I'm saying it doesn't say like June 1st. No, it's July.
You might have hope though because they might be waiting for E3. E3's next month, so they might be waiting for E3 to show off gameplay. So you might have some hope. I wouldn't reach your hopes up though, because given the choice of everything,
I don't care. I would rather them. I am fine with them not having a release date for Horizon because Kenna was supposed to come out in March. Actually, Kenna was supposed to come out in January. Then got pushed to March, and then now the shit got pushed back till September. I would rather them not say anything, not say shit. Maybe they give a release date for Horizon 2 next month or whatever like that. But if not, I am fine. Don't say shit until you are 100% sure that the shit about to come out when it's gonna come out.
Yeah. That does make more sense for a lot of games, but you know they don't like to follow that nonsense logic. It's too
on topic, though. I was just gonna say on the topic of Horizon, because we did bring it up. Did you guys like the gameplay?
Hold up, before we get to that part, the same people complaining about Pokemon are the same people complaining that Aloy looks slightly different.
Oh my god, yeah, so Aloy is a little bit thick in the face and people are mad.
I mean, she just saved the world, so she out there eating, eating.
That's why.
No.
She had the same thing. She had the same thing that Busta Rhymes had. Busta Rhymes was all skinny and stuff when he first was starting out. Now my man was, having a good life, had the money, eating shrimps and eating steaks and lobsters and stuff. So now he kind of got, he put on some weight.
He be eating the jerk chicken, man, the curry chicken. You know what I'm saying? I saw him Thanksgiving.
Aloy is only like 19. She's.
How
long is the second one?
It's 6 months. I think they said it's literally 6 months after the events. It's 6 months after the first one.
So she can't grow up or age slightly or do anything ever.
Killing them robots is stressful, man. She gotta have good food, bro.
She can't.
She gotta eat good.
She can't gain no type of muscle or weight, anything like that. Is that possible?
Nah, she gotta stay the same.
She gotta stay exactly the same. Is that possible in real life?
Nope.
Okay, I was just making sure. Because people are assholes at this point. She got fat. Like, shut the fuck up.
Did you guys notice any significant changes in the gameplay or the graphics or anything about it?
Before Spirit gets on her rant or tirade of this game, it looked some of the shots looked a little bit bullshitty to me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it looked like they were using cutscenes and stuff, and I was just like,
which ones?
Some of the gameplay. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's what it looked like. But go ahead, Spirit. I know you have something to say.
No, I'm gonna let everybody else go first.
Well, for me, I think it's more of the same. Personally, like honestly, 1000%, it's more of the same. It's the same game. You can't sit here and tell me that they did so much to the gameplay. Because I'm the person who played in Platinum Horizon, the first one, right? So I know everything Aloy was able to do. And watching that gameplay, I'm just like, damn, so they really just gave her a grappling hook and a paraglider and called it a day? Added some more ammo types to the game and was like, alright, cool. Yep. I mean, I'm not mad about it, I'm just like, well, you know, if anyone's out there saying that it changed significantly, to me it didn't, but you know, people are entitled to their own opinion.
I know, and I know what exactly you're talking about.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you after the stream. I'll tell you guys after the stream what he's talking about. But yeah, was somebody else saying something?
No.
Spirit, go ahead.
The last.
Okay. Well, so for me, the gameplay, right? It looks like it's complete garbage. So no, it looked like I said everything about the game and everything. It looked really good, and I was super proud of them for actually just sticking to the goddamn game instead of doing anything stupid. Like I don't know, like Metal Gear Survive, how they changed everything about it, but they decided to keep it roughly exactly the same. And again, I'm proud of them for doing that. I'm proud of them for actually adding features, you know, like you're supposed to do. Which, you know, a lot of companies don't understand that general concept of the building upon something. AKA Sega, who never will understand that concept. Like how we got Phantasy Star 2 decades later after it finally came out. Fucking, yeah. But yeah, what were you saying? Darkwave?
I mean, the gameplay to me was, like Galactic said, more of the same. It didn't blow me away in terms of, you know, what's happening. I guess they figure if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm fine with it. Don't know if I'll pick it up or not, but it looks fine for what it was. I have no complaints, personally.
Spirit.
Oh, sorry, I just threw the ocean bastard. Yeah, I was gonna say that they literally was like, "Hey, shit ain't broke. Let's not fucking fix it. It's just literally just having a continuation for the first one. First one did fantastic. As far as looks, yeah, it pretty much looks very identical. They probably tweaked something here and there. I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but it just looked really, really crisp when she was underwater. But other than that, yeah. And of course, there's one little two features with the little paraglider kind of thing that looked really fun.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
I did kind of, and I did like the you know, what they're gonna do with the story, because the one thing that I really loved with Horizon, the first one was like the story. Like you thought the story was going one way, and then it, you know, M. Night Shyamalan you. So it was pretty good. So I'm very interested in seeing the story with this. And I know what's his name. Shit, who's that black guy name? Galactic. Do you remember what the black dude name was?
I don't know. We're gonna call him Morpheus.
Alright, yeah, Morpheus.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that because he was black, bald, and then
he knew everything.
So Morpheus, yeah, he knew everything. And so Morpheus, I'm pretty sure that the reason why the enemies and like all them other people and shit now know how to use control the machines is because of him. So, well, bitch. But yeah, what? I'm very interested in this story. Yeah,
I get what he said. He said someday at the end, bro. He was trying.
No, remember, and then if you did, yeah, he did some shit, some little sneaky shit at the end, and it's just stupid shit. I hate him so fucking
wow.
Much, I'm interested, very interested.
You're so mean.
And I'm interested to see the new machines and stuff that they get in here, and we'll be in California. We're going to America.
What?
Yeah.
I did not see that part.
His name is Silence.
It's Silent. Thank you. Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge, Golden Bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in San Fran.
Oh. We're going to San Francisco. Oh, I didn't even look at that part of the trailer. I kind of wasn't paying attention.
Well, it wasn't even in the trailer. It was also in the back when they showed it, announced it last year.
Yeah, in this video,
of it.
He was just like, "Yeah, we're in San Francisco." I'm just like, "Oh, neat."
Yeah, it's like cool. Going to America.
America.
Hey, Lil be fine. She's a white woman.
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
That's not very nice.
That's not very podcast friendly there, buddy. That was a little racist.
Well, let's hold up. Let's not talk about all the shit that you said last time.
Anyways, I was thinking there's more stuff to this cast of pods that we need to go over.
Yes.
Like what?
Oh man. So jumping back to Nintendo, the Switch Pro. Most likely. So jumping back to the beginning of this week, there was rumors that Nintendo was just gonna shadow drop it. They were just gonna casually just like, oh yeah, the Switch Pro comes out, blah 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 blah. Now they're expected to do it just before E3, and then their E3 event will just focus straight up on games for the new Switch. So either way, it's very high possibility of seeing the Switch within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
And the running name is apparently the Super Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so besides that being an utterly dumb name, right? If Nintendo does what they did with the 3DS, it was a 3DS, right? And they make any games exclusive, they're literally shooting themselves in the dick. God knows why they did it the first time. I will never understand why they did it the first time.
I believe they're going to phase out the old Switch console, so no, I don't think that's going to happen.
They did the same thing with the 3DS, and nobody didn't think that would happen until, Xenoblade came out for the 3DS, and it was like, oh no, you're going to play it on the 3DS, not the regular DS. And everyone was like, the fuck? So it was more confusing, but for me, my thoughts on that Super DS nonsense is they don't need to do it.
The Super Switch?
Yes, they don't need to do it.
I feel like they do need a revision on the Switch.
Why?
The Switch is lacking in terms of things. I mean, it was a good console, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It's definitely lacking.
What is it lacking?
Let's unpack this.
Let's unpack it.
Huh?
All right, let's unpack it. What are they lacking? You were right. In terms of what?
Well, Nintendo's looking for more third party.
Okay.
So they need a stronger system for one.
Not really, not too much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, really.
Okay, Skyrim looks pretty good on the console, bro.
Skyrim is how old?
A decade and a half old.
So you're saying Skyrim looks old when they want third party support for games?
Okay.
That are current?
Okay. Name a game that's current that's not on the Switch right now.
Call of Duty.
Yes, it's on the Switch, bro.
It's not.
Okay. Besides fucking Call of Duty.
Destiny.
No one cares about Destiny.
You just said name a game. I'm just naming games that aren't there.
No one cares about Destiny, bro.
Alright, let's be real.
Nintendo was never big on getting third party stuff anyway that much, so
realistically, Nintendo does have some third party games that, when people say the joint needs third party support, so they need to make a stronger console. They have fucking Doom Eternal, and it doesn't look bad on their console.
They also want to, as well, upgrade on the what's it called, or get closer, in specs to the new systems. Just keep up with the times. They don't have 4K. They need more storage in their system.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Maybe a revision on the Joy-Cons.
Alright. So, couple of those don't require a whole new console. Let's be realistic here.
That is true, but
listen. the joysticks, the joypads, whatever the fuck they're called, just Joy-Cons, right? How about we just not suck at making them and put out a whole new version of these fucking games, and I mean these whole new Joy-Cons, and call it a day. Maybe life would be better. You know what I mean?
You know what? It doesn't matter what you want, okay? We're gonna get.
I'm fine with my Switch. I'm
me too, right? But like, listen though, right? Here's what Nintendo fucking needs, and stop me if I'm right. I mean, if I'm wrong here. It needs a whole new online infrastructure. I
believe they're working on that for the Switch.
Okay, cool. They need to work on it on their regular Switch. They need a whole online infrastructure.
The Pro is what I mean.
Okay, cool. They need to work on their whole fucking online infrastructure. It's shit. Again, if we want to play a game together, I have to fucking go through hoops to get you to play a game together. When on my PlayStation 4, 5, my Xbox, my PlayStation 3, and any other console in this godforsaken world, I can click a button, either have a party for you, or just invite you. What were you saying, Dark Wave? I didn't hear you.
I didn't say anything to say. I'll wait for you to finish.
Okay. You know, and you know what else it needs? Fucking the ability to communicate with other people on the fucking console. I'm not downloading my an app on my cell phone. That's just dumb. Just dumb. We want to protect the kiddies. Okay. How about you do me a solid and just fucking no, that's not possible. I'm sorry.
Nintendo's whole online infrastructure and their the way they invite people to games is archaic anyway. They need to be abolished.
Thank you.
I mean, the Switch. The one thing I will say about Nintendo in terms of their consoles, as far as if they need extra power or not, it would be great to see a Nintendo game in 4K and 60 frames and all this and that. But honestly, I care more about the quality of the games. And Nintendo tends to give us good games regardless.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they want to upgrade their system, I'm fine. If they didn't want to upgrade their system, I mean, I'm fine. As long as they keep giving me quality games. Where the PS5 and the Xbox may have shit releases, I can at least count on Nintendo to give me good releases, even if it doesn't look as good as, PlayStations or Xbox.
I mean, because that's not their thing. They're mainly about the gameplay. And again, you're right. They deliver 9 times out of 10. What is the point of a Switch Pro if no one's going to care about the graphics on their console? And if you really care about the graphics on your Switch, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. You're kind of stupid. Fucking, my wife is currently playing. Yeah, my wife is currently playing Yoshi's Woolly World or whatever the fuck that game is called, or Paper World. Or Crafted World. It's literally a game that looks like a bunch of paper. One of people's favorite Nintendo games is Paper Mario. Like, get out of here.
Nintendo feels that some people think that because the Switch is a home console, it needs to be not what the Wii was, essentially. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, shit console.
A lot of people are saying, well, the Switch should be, 4K and listen. And don't get me wrong, when you play some of these games and you go from a PS5 to a Switch or an Xbox to a Switch, it can be a little jarring. But at the same time, if I'm buying a Nintendo console, I'm not buying a Nintendo console looking for the highest of specs. I'm not. I expect quality. I expect quality. I'm not talking about give me PS2 level graphics. I expect, good graphics, even though you're not, even if you're not up to par with Series X or PS5. But I'm here. When you buy Nintendo, you're here for gameplay. I do think that if you do a Switch Pro, the dock support or undock support can be done better. I feel like the graphics difference for certain games are just bizarre to me. Sometimes games look better undocked, and then sometimes it looks better docked.
I should specify that. So the dock would be getting an upgrade as well. That's where the 4K shit comes from. For the regular display, it would still be 720. Just they change the screen from that plastic cheap stuff to I believe OLED, which is really good screen.
Okay, so if they do anything,
sometimes
I'm sorry.
Also, this is the last thing, and I know you guys are not going to be happy, but the price is going to go up to I believe $350.
That's
Switch. That makes sense.
That's nothing.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy it.
I mean, I probably would if I found someone. If someone wanted a Switch and I could sell my old Switch, I'd probably buy it, just like I did with the PS4 Pro. That's just me. I usually have all the systems anyway.
Personally, I'm okay with it. I just think the dumb part is, why would you get rid of the old Nintendo Switch?
I don't think they're gonna get rid of the old Nintendo Switch. I think it's gonna be in the veins of PS4 and PS4 Pro.
All the reports say they're getting rid of it and they're keeping the Lite as their budget option.
Which is fucking dumb.
If they get rid of the Nintendo Switch, then the Pro has to be $200. I mean, $200. It has to be $300. It has to be, because the Switch Lite it has better battery life than the original Switch, but you can't. You're going to charge people extra $50 for a enhanced Switch when 90% of people already have a Switch as it is. This is the problem with Nintendo Switch, is that this is coming out in a time where everyone literally just bought if you think about it, with COVID happening and everything going around, literally most people's already bought a Switch. So, who are you marketing this for? Because no one's going to just go out there and rebuy another Switch, especially if they just bought one. If you make it $350 and you're getting rid of the other Switch, it's still not going to sell. It's not. Everyone already has a Switch. If you don't have a Switch by now, I don't know really what the fuck you've been doing, really. This is not a brand new console in terms of, like, exclusive games and shit like that. Unless you have people like me who would just... The only reason why I would buy it if someone wanted to buy my Switch, because I would just use that money and put towards the Switch Pro anyway. Kind of like I did with the Xbox and the Series X.
I would do that too, unless I sell my Switch for $300 and only come out my pocket $50. Other than that, no. I highly doubt somebody's about to buy a used Switch for $300.
I don't think no one's buying a Switch, period. I mean, who doesn't have a Switch right now that wants one? Like, this is the problem. You're releasing a Switch Pro, but you're kind of releasing it at the wrong time. This should have been done almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch has been out just as long as the PS4 and Xbox One. So this should have been done a year or two ago. Because everybody at this point, if they wanted one, has a Switch. There's no way in hell you don't have a Switch right now.
So you have one, which is fine for the kids. It's like, all right, my kids want one, but here you go. So I either get a Switch or a Switch Lite. Who is buying this?
So supposedly, right? This is some speculation I've heard. Supposedly, this was supposed to be Nintendo's, because Nintendo always upgrades to the next gen after Sony and PlayStation. This was supposed to be that for them. However, technically, what they want to hold the Switch family name, because the Switch is selling like hotcakes right now.
Yes, because it's their best console.
This is the new system.
Unless this is their version of a Series X, where
essentially
everything, it has to be, because in that case, I mean, how much did the One X cost for the Xbox? $400, right?
Yeah, $400. Just like
that. You can't even buy that now, right? That's out of print now, right?
It's out of stock. Because
it's done.
Because it's close in spec to the Series S, so they don't want people buying it.
Yeah, so you now have three options now, right? You have the original, you have the Xbox One S, I believe, the Series S, and the X, right?
Yep.
To buy. All right, so and the Xbox games can be played regardless. They don't have there's no such thing. I don't think there'll ever be a Series X exclusive. I don't think.
No, they can't do that.
Yeah. So if this is the case, The Nintendo Switch is literally just pulling an Xbox, where
essentially
the Switch Pro is next gen, but nothing will be exclusive to it. It will just run better.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, you now have a dilemma of the Xbox, where it's like, okay, do you buy the Series X to have things run better, load better, blah, say, blah, say, blah, or you just stick with your Xbox because there's really no need unless you just want the higher performance. I'll probably buy the Switch Pro because I'm a clown. Why not?
Yeah.
But
my
ultimately,
Switch is kind of messed up, so I got it that way. So I just
well, honestly, there's a couple of games I would like to perform better. Like I think a lot of games would benefit from a Pro, like a Damon X Machina. Astral Chain was fine, but I think playing that at a little more frame rate would be better. So there's a couple of games I can see me enjoying more on a higher performed Switch. And like I said, for some odd reason, I feel like certain games look better to me undocked than docked. I don't know why that is to me. But if the Super Nintendo Switch can fucking fix that issue for me anyway, I'm fine with it. And the box would just say Switch and Super Switch or whatever they're gonna call it. So, and if that is the case, they really can't. I mean, they could, but they shouldn't get rid of the original Switch docked. But I mean, they could.
Or
it all depends.
Or what they could do is stop being retarded or just add.
Oh man, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm apologizing.
How much is the Switch Lite? Is $200, right?
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
Switch Lite is $200, yes.
And the the Switch is $300. And if the Pro comes out, it's between $350 and $400. We'll just say $350 because Nintendo will do the $350 thing because that's what they do.
They're doing $350. Yeah.
If they get rid of the current Switch dock, that makes the difference between both consoles $150. And then you have only one option for dock, and that would be Super Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like you're basically telling people you have to now spend $50 for a docked console. I mean, I guess they would do that. I guess,
but
with
I rarely.
I don't know.
I actually have a problem with everything though.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut your phone finish. I'm sorry.
No, I was just say I'm not one of the people that's like, hey, yeah. I don't even take my shit out of the dog. I literally keep my shit here at the whole time. I like playing my shit on the big screen. I play Monster Hunter big screen, playing Yoshi on the big screen. I rarely undock my stuff. I have no reason to take this out the fucking house. I don't go anywhere except to work, and I'm not taking this to work. So I got this probably like 2-3 years ago. I barely had any games for it. I'm just not getting some games for it. And half my games, if not damn near all of them, or Mario or Pokemon game. I think Monster Hunter is literally probably the only game that's out of the bunch that's not a Mario corporate game or a fucking Pokemon game. I'm not about to sit here and I'm not buying. If they were like, well, we're done making regular Switch games, now you gotta get a Switch Pro, and I literally would give my middle finger up to Nintendo.
Well, they're not gonna make it to where it's literally just gonna be Xbox, because if you buy an Xbox, you always see how it says Series X or Xbox. It'll basically be the same thing. Because Nintendo has to know the only people who are gonna buy this thing are people like me who are either just gonna buy it for the shits, buy it just because they would like to have better performance, or they don't have, or for like Galactic, his Switch is messed up. The problem is, again, I think it's released way too late because everyone just bought a Switch. Like families have just bought Switches and Switch Lites. So I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, Nintendo don't even have enough chips to make the basic Switch as it is. So you already know if they do a Switch Pro, it's going to be rare as shit.
I believe NVIDIA is handling the chip for the Pro, if the rumors are to be speculated, or to believe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll have to see, man. I mean, when it comes to Switch when it comes to the Switch Pro, I'm holding bait. I'm not really like, I'm not excited. I'm not disinterested. I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And if it does happen and you want one, just make sure you pre-order it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Which I probably will try to do, just for shits. Again, just for shits. But you know, we'll have to see. We would definitely have to see in terms of the Switch.
The only thing I would honestly say about this whole situation, if it's about a performance issue, and these motherfuckers are like, we can't really, we would like to switch up the graphics on the what's called, and it's in the dock. Why don't you just sell the fucking dock?
Well, the system itself has the specs in it, I assume, and maybe some dock stuff. I mean, I'm sure. I mean,
it gets better when you put it in the dock, though.
But no, the system itself is all the stuff that's actually running the games on the Switch, not the dock. The dock is just
It's just like a catalyst to put it on the TV screen.
Then what the fuck?
I mean, of course, it's going to be more than just graphics. It's going to be higher frame rate, I assume. I'm assuming they're going to start doing things at 60K. I mean, 60K, 60 frames per second.
Stuff like that, yeah.
I'm sure it's going to have faster load time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The new Switches might come with more memory, although...
You can just increase the memory?
I mean, well, Nintendo... I mean, we can do that. I mean, I already have a 400 fucking gig thing on my Switch. I don't need more memory than that. You know, I don't buy much games. I don't buy much stuff digitally on the Switch. Because, let's face facts, Nintendo and their game prices at times be ridiculous on, you know... So,
game between
I have 400. I have a 400 gig card. With a 400 gig card, I don't really need much else, you know. So I mean, but if they make a Switch Pro, they may can give you more space as far as the internal hard drive. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna capitalize on everything Xbox and Sony doing: faster load times, 60 frames per second. You know, 4K graphics for certain games. They'll capitalize on all that. It's just the question is who's gonna buy it.
Who's gonna care? Is mainly my question.
I mean, outside of me, buy it. But I'm talking. Well, and the sad thing, I don't even care. I'm just gonna buy it and then just sell my Switch anyway. Cause I know someone who actually wants a Switch. But you know, my thing is who's gonna buy it? Because people literally just bought a Switch. You know.
That makes sense.
I just think it's a little bit too late. I think it's too late. I think they should. If anyone came out with a console first, in terms of like next gen, it should have been Nintendo. If they wanted to do, now granted, COVID, you know, no one predicted COVID. It's just that a lot of people have really been, you know, during the COVID pandemic, has bought Switches. So,
yeah,
you know, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who would buy it either, and it to me it doesn't really financially make sense for them. I feel like they'd be shooting themselves right in the foot, seriously, because it's like we're gonna create this console, and you're gonna buy it, and then people are gonna be like, but I already have a Switch. You're still gonna buy it though. No, I'm not. I already have a Switch.
It's the same thing about the Xbox. Same thing about the Xbox.
Now, how? Even though this, I know, would probably would like to be impossible for them to do this. How stank would it be for them to be like, all right, hey, we're releasing the Nintendo Switch Pro, and then here's Bayonetta 3 exclusive for it.
That is what I would be talking about. If they,
I know they can't. I know that would be impossible. But if they was just like, hey, Nintendo Switch Pro, and also Bayonetta 3, but it's exclusive for Nintendo Switch Pro, which I know they can't do. I'm just saying, if just some fucked up world, whatever I said, if they just found a way to do that shit, how pissed off do you think people would be?
Oh no, they get backlash worse than what they did with what was the name of that stupid mobile game? Mario fucking Kart Tour. They get backlash worse than that.
I hate to say this, but they actually could do that. They could do it.
How?
Yeah, and they got in trouble the last time they did it.
They could just claim that this Switch is a new generation and do it.
Yes.
They really could.
Alright, and every time they do something that stupid, every time Nintendo does something that fucking dumb, they get in trouble. Every time. This ain't the first time they would have done something so extraordinarily dumb. Does anybody remember the Wii U?
Yep.
Yes, they dumbed. Okay? Does anybody remember what happened when they put Xenoblade Remake as a exclusive to the Switch? I mean, the 3DS. What happened?
I don't remember.
They got
backlash.
They got a backlash. Like, they got backlash constantly, and I'm like, Nintendo, you're fucking dumb. That's why people, and honestly, I'm a Nintendo fan, but people don't listen to them often because of the stupid decisions that they continuously make. Prime example, Nintendo has hundreds of Super Nintendo games. Oh, excuse me. Has hundreds of Super Nintendo games, hundreds of 64 games, hundreds of Nintendo games, right? But they constantly only put few of their fucking games on the goddamn, the fucking, either the eShop or the little Super Nintendo joint, and they get mad when people emulate their fucking games. Don't emulate our games, but I want to play this game. Well, you're taking money from people. Well, I want to play this game.
Nintendo's a fucking.
They're clowns.
Nintendo has always been clowns, and the sad thing is, like Galactic said, honestly, and I hate to say it, and I hate to put this out there into the wind, but they may just make it a next-gen console. Because,
and they're gonna fucking.
I mean,
oh my god! Don't do that.
The reason why I say that, it goes one of two ways. It's either the Xbox X situation, where everything is pretty much played on both systems. One is more powerful, or it goes the route of a new console. Because if you go the route of Xbox Series X, you're not gonna get any sales. You're not, at least not now, because everyone just got done buying a Switch. The normal Switch or Switch Lite. So no one's going to, once they hear that, they're going to think of this, this is for those hardcore streamers, hardcore elite type gamers who want all the best performance for the game. The normal people who bought the Switches, during the COVID time, which was a lot of people, aren't going to buy it. Then you have the other people who's probably still, like you guys, won't buy it because it's really no, right? So Nintendo has a dilemma here. If they do that, they get no sales. But if they make it a new console with, actual fucking, game, and it's exclusive to that console, that'll make people say, "Oh shit, a new Nintendo console," because it has been that long. The Switch is old as shit, so it has been long enough. Like, we cannot forget that it has been long enough for a new console. So if it comes out with a Super Nintendo Switch, just like how Super Nintendo was different games than the old Nintendo, it could very well happen. It could happen to where certain games come on both consoles, and then certain games on the Super Nintendo Switch because this is just their new console. Because, like I said, it is time for a new console. They're running old hardware. This shit came out in the same year, 2013, some shit, the Switch?
Yeah.
So,
okay, when you put it like that, that doesn't make any sense, yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But, if you look at the timeline, it is time for a new console.
I mean, it does make sense. Yeah. You're right. It makes sense. But, I wouldn't...
But then I thought that was the whole reason... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead and finish.
No, I was going to say that I thought that was the whole reason why it was just like, hey, here's the Switch Lite.
No, the Switch
Lite...
That's
just a budget option.
Budget.
Yeah, the Switch Lite was for those who...
So, what's the point of coming out? Then you might as well just have not come out with the Switch Lite at all, and then just come out with a whole new entire fucking system. Because honestly, the Switch Lite, in my opinion, I think the Switch Lite was just for fucking kids. It's like, well, hey, I'm not buying no $300 system. Ooh, I'll buy you this little Switch Lite.
That's exactly what it is. That's the market. But think about it. What happened with the PlayStation? The Pro should have been, by that logic, the Pro should have been a whole new console. Same with the Xbox. The Xbox One X should have been a whole new console. Like, they're gonna release these revisions to try and get money.
Because of
the Pro came out in 20. The Pro at this point is old as shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Think about it though. The Pro came out only 2 years after 2 or 3 years after the original PlayStation 4.
Didn't the Pro also have slightly better graphics and more storage space?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, that was the Pro.
Yeah,
same with the Xbox.
But then if you also think about it though, Sony, that's kind of a little bit more. And this is not me saying anything to Nintendo, because clearly I love Nintendo as well. I'm fucking playing on it. But when I think of like a serious hardcore gamer and stuff, I think you're not going to have a PlayStation, you're going to have an Xbox, which means that for people like WildFan that has a huge repertoire of games, you're going to need something that has more storage space. So that makes sense to have a system that has a little more storage space. If they was legit like Nintendo was like, hey, here's the Nintendo Switch Pro. Alright, what's the difference? It's some slightly better graphics and it has more storage space. But we're not about to just only release games specifically. Sony didn't say, here's specific games for the Pro. Here's specific games for the Slim or whatever. That would make no fucking sense.
You have to remember, this is just a code name for the Switch. We don't know. I mean, if the name is Super Nintendo Switch, it's going to be the same as when the Super Nintendo came out back in '90.
Or the Wii U. It could be the same as the Wii U. And I'm like, you guys need to, figure out what you're trying to do with your fucking lives in these naming systems.
But we know why the Switch Lite. We know why the Switch Lite exists, though. The true reason. The Switch Lite exists because there's no more Game Boy. That's literally
no more handhelds.
The Switch Lite exists not because of a budget system, although you can look at it that way. It's not because of that at all. It's because there's no more Game Boy. So Nintendo looked at it as, well, we're not doing Game Boys anymore. But if we make the Switch a version of the Switch that costs just as much as a DS, or a little bit more, that is handheld only, that will substitute for our Game Boys. And that'll give us some more money in our pockets. So they did that and made Switch Lite. Now, fast forward, it has been about 7 years since the Switch came out. Now, PlayStation has a new console. Xbox has a new console. Nintendo has to do something. None of these consoles really have exclusives right now, except for maybe PlayStation with Returnal and soon to be Ratchet and Clank. Outside of that, and for the foreseeable future, none of these consoles are having any exclusives right now. So Nintendo could very well do the same thing, either what Xbox is doing, where if you buy the Switch Pro, you're getting this massive upgrade compared to the original, but games will be playable on both consoles. That way, like Xbox, you're not necessarily missing out, because people are having a budget, especially with COVID and all this shit. Or they go around the PS5, where, listen, you can play backwards compatibility, which I'm pretty sure they might do. It'll be backwards compatible. There will be Super Nintendo Switch only games, but the console's backwards compatible with the Switch. They have those two options. They want it to sell. If they want it to sell, they'll have to make it a separate console. There's no way in hell people are just gonna up and buy a Pro just for the shits of it. They're not. Especially right now.
I think that's 100%
people have just
what's
bought
happening.
a Switch.
That's 100. That's what's happening, man. Like, I think you're right. I think Nintendo is just like, well, shit. The Switch is doing so well, but it's time to upgrade. It's time to do a new system. Well, let's just call this one the Switch, even though it's something new. Let's just call it the Switch so we can continue to get the sales numbers going up. Because the Switch is close to beating up the Wii, I believe.
I mean, yeah. But there's a problem again with that. Just call it something else. You do not have to call it
because if they're so close to beating the Wii, think about it.
Never calls anything something else. They always stick to the same fucking name for thousands of years.
Especially if it's
but
still the same
Wii U, it should have been an example of what not to do. These geniuses.
Wii U was bad for multiple reasons, so that's not. It was more than
the
just.
Wii U was bad, but then when you look at the Nintendo and their follow-up systems, they normally do decent. Like, okay, there's the Super Nintendo.
I know.
So I mean.
All right. No. Let's go through a history real quick. Nintendo and Super Nintendo were almost completely fucking different in terms of everything but the name. Okay, so they never have a medium ground. The naming, okay, cool. Then we went to the Nintendo 64. Okay, that was fucking great. Then we went to the GameCube. GameCube was pretty good. Then we went to the Wii, right? And it was like, okay. And then it was like the Wii U. Motherfuckers didn't even know the Wii U was a completely different console. They thought it was the same shit. So people didn't buy it.
Nintendo didn't market it well.
They didn't market it well at all. Like
this is the thing. If they come out with if they come out with a Super Nintendo Switch, they're going to have to announce that it is completely. It's going to be in the vein of PS5. I would say it's going to be in the vein of Xbox, where there'll never be a Super Nintendo Switch only game or a Switch Pro only game. But I feel like in order for them to even sell that piece of shit, they have to make it a separate console. They have to. So it's going to be where Switch Pro, okay, backward compatibility with the Switch. There will be times where, the games will be on both consoles. If it's on, like the PlayStation, if it's on both consoles, it'll be $60 or whatever the price may be. There will be at some points Switch Pro exclusives. Those, unfortunately, with how everything's going, if it's as strong as if it's as strong as they say it might be, $70 or whatever the case will be. Just don't remember everything exclusive to Xbox or PlayStation will be $70. And then you have your new console. It's the only route they can go. It's either the Xbox route where everything is playable across both consoles, no matter where it is. Or you go a PlayStation route where, it can play Switch games. But, eventually there will be Switch Pro only games. It's the only legitimate way to go about that system, personally. I think it'll be a new system because there's no way it's going to sell without being a new system. There's no way.
True.
They barely have enough chips. People literally just start buying Switches as soon as COVID started hitting. Switches will fly off the fucking shelves again. So you're not going to get those people. You may get the people like me who's had a Switch for about 7 years who wants a better performance. Great. You might get someone like me. You might get someone like a Wild Thing if he decided to pick one up for whatever reason. You might get those type of gamers. But it's not going to be many people out there. Compared to the casuals who buy Nintendo consoles anyway. Most people are fine with just having the base Nintendo console. If they say the Switch is still going to be relevant because they'll still make Switch games, definitely will not need another console for at least, maybe 3 years? Then you might get a Switch Pro because you may have no choice at that point. That's if they go that direction. They could just go the Xbox direction where everything's shared, and there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to tell. We won't know until E3.
We won't know.
Oh man, I was gonna say that.
E3.
I was actually gonna say that.
Predictions, guys?
I have no predictions, man. E3 has been trash the last couple of years, in my opinion.
I have a very tingly feeling about this E3. I feel like this E3 is about to be crazy. I feel like we're about to get a lot.
I'm tired of E3s because all they showed me is games coming out 2 years later. I don't give a fuck about games coming out 2 years later. The only thing E3 does for me is confirm certain rumors. Like the rumor of this Final Fantasy Dark Souls shit.
Well, that's not so much of a rumor, but...
I mean, until Team Ninja and Square Enix officially come out and say, yeah, this is happening, it's a rumor.
I thought you meant... Oh, okay, I thought you meant 16 having the...
no, not that game. Okay.
That's clearly not a rumor at all.
Yeah, that's why I was like, huh?
Yeah, that's why I said Final Fantasy Dark Souls. That's more like Final Fantasy Devil May Cry. But, I mean...
They did claim to be influence off Souls a little bit.
I mean, I don't know, man. E3, because most companies pull out of E3, like the Microsofts and Microsoft usually, but Sony and Nintendo, it doesn't give you you don't have that fiction of you don't have that like that war of who won E3 this year. You know.
Well, no, Sony already said they're in. Sony said they're in.
They're going to be at E3 this year. They're actually doing E3.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I didn't see that one, but I mean.
And then Xbox is Xbox Bethesda now.
Right.
What, they're gonna be called Xbox Bethesda?
It's literally, they tweeted out Xbox and Bethesda game showcase.
I mean, it could be good. What are they going to show me that I care? Because my thing is, I'm tired of seeing these games with these CG cutscenes with no gameplay, and then pops on the screen 2023. That does nothing for me.
Yeah, at this point,
that just pisses me off anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like at this point for E3, all right. Oh, it's just the fucking E3.
Hey, we cut off.
Sorry, can you hear me
Don't hear you, sir.
I just sound so low. You sound like you're like a million miles away.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, stop saying.
You sound like you far away from your mind, like you just stepped off for a second.
Well, hold on. I don't know if. Honestly, I don't know if.
Nope, stop saying.
You sound like you far away from your mind, like you just stepped off for a second.
Well, hold on. I don't know if. Honestly, I don't know if.
Nope, stop saying.
You sound like you far away from your mind, like you just stepped off for a second.
Well, hold on. I don't know if. Honestly, I don't know if.
Nope, stop saying.
You sound like you far away from your mind, like you just stepped off for a second.
Well, hold on.
E3. I want to say this, right? At this E3, no company except Nintendo, because they never do this, not a single company in this E3 better show me a trailer. Nobody should be doing that at this point. They should be showing us the game. Because at this point,
Sony's not there. I just confirmed they're not there. I thought I saw they were, but they're not.
Okay, now what were you gonna say crazy about E3, Spirit?
I don't know why, but I was just randomly thinking about this fighting game, and which is funny because I've never played it. No, I think I played it once, but I just was randomly thinking about it, and I was like, Street Fighter 6?
No.
Maybe you get something about that?
Nope.
No one gives a fuck about Street Fighter.
Nope.
Street Fighter 5 is not even fixed yet.
So
hasn't Street Fighter 5 been out for like a decade now, though?
Like 6-7 years. It's not. It just got fixed. They fired the cancer. Though they finally was able to fix the cancer known as Yoshinori Ono.
Who's cancer?
His name was Yoshinori Ono. He's a cancer on your fighting game. If you ever hire him for your fighting game, he's a cancer. He doesn't know how to play fighting games.
So we have Ubisoft. EA is not showing up.
Thank God.
We have Xbox and Bethesda together.
Okay.
And then it looks like Sega's gonna have one.
What?
I just want Darkwave to get his Bayonetta 3. I just want him to get him.
I just want Sega to not be a shit company.
Let me play this, Spirit. When it comes to Bayonetta, I may crap on the fact that I haven't seen shit about it, but you know what? I give Nintendo credit. Outside of, Brand Bayonetta and Breath of the Wild 2, when they show you shit, they're showing you stuff that comes out within at least the same year or 6 months time. They don't show you shit that's coming out fucking 2023. So if I have to sit here and be patient with Bayonetta, I'm fine with that, because at least when I see it, I'll know it's only about 6 months out instead of fucking 3 years out.
Yeah, and when they finally show it off, it's going to be showed off.
It'll be gameplay, the UI, it'll be more than just Cheshire running around showing me cutscenes of her ass. I don't need to see that. Show me gameplay, UI.
That's very unfortunate. It looks like it's really just going to be Ubisoft and
E3 has been shit for the last 4 or 5 years.
E3 is not that great.
Why is Ubisoft there to show off what? Another Assassin's Creed game?
Of course, that's all they have.
Okay, so confirmed to be it's Nintendo, Microsoft. Nintendo is at E3. Capcom, Ubisoft, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Bros. Square
Warner
Enix,
Bros.
Sega,
Another Batman game.
Gearbox,
the Batman game we got delayed.
Bandai is showing up.
Oh god.
Right.
For some reason, Verizon is showing. Turtle Beach.
Bandai Horizon.
You said what showing?
Verizon, Turtle Beach.
What?
So
No one cares.
Why?
They'll just show hardware.
they're participating in the event, so E3 is it's not just games. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Capcom, Sega, Square Enix, Bandai, Nintendo.
Square Enix probably gonna show off the Final Fantasy and probably show off a little bit. Remind us about Forspoken. That's not coming out till 2050.
At this point, I'll put this. Square Enix will show us a cutscene for Part 2 of FF7, a cutscene, CG, or title screen of FF Dark Souls. We'll see some more FF16, maybe the same fucking trailer with extra little gameplay.
We're gonna see the same fucking trailer. We know Square Enix.
They actually may show some Dragon Quest 12 stuff, since I got new.
Oh, they also may show the remake to Dragon Quest 3 out of all the Dragon Quests to get a remake for, but I guess we're just getting 3 again.
Bandai Namco, they're gonna show more of Tales of Arise, and that's about it.
Hopefully they finally they get a brain and go, let's show off some Elden Ring.
They're not doing Demon Slayer again. I'm sorry.
Looks like EA is having their own event on the 22nd.
Yeah, I won't be watching.
Who's going to watch that? Who's going to watch that actively?
EA.
EA. Oh,
Jerry
hell
Healy's having his own event, the Summer Game Fest again on the 11th.
Even if they show off Dragon Age shit, no.
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of other events. Like I just said, the Summer Game Fest. Jeff Keighley's doing his own thing. On the 11th, and then on the 12th we get Ubisoft. The 13th we get Microsoft Bethesda, which is going to be the showcase, the E3 showcase. Get IGN's Expo also on the 11th, and there's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah, and I'm okay.
Good. I don't know. All I say is E3 will probably disappoint, as it always do. There'll be some gems in there, probably from Microsoft's side, and probably from Nintendo's side. I have no faith in Square Enix. I have no faith. I don't give a fuck about Ubisoft. Legit has nothing I care about. Nothing.
Yeah.
EA, when they do this shit, I could give 2 fucks. Take 2, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about GTA 6 right now. That ain't coming out till 2023, 2024. I don't care. It's GTA. More cars robbing and bitches to fuck. Great. What else is out there?
Yeah. Boats and hoes.
What else is out there? Sonic, the new Sonic game.
Wait, hold up. Pause.
Who gives a shit?
What did you just say, Spirit?
Hmm?
Did you say boats and hoes?
No.
I swear to God, you just said boats and hoes.
She definitely did.
Yes.
GTA.
She just came out of nowhere with that one. Like, legit. She was like, yeah, boats and hoes. Like, what?
Tires blowing up, so yeah, boats and hoes.
Yo, shut up. Anywho, finish what you were saying, Darkwave.
We got the new song game coming out in 2022 that we got. Good job, Sega. You'll probably fuck up again with another song game.
Oh, wait. We forgot to bring that up. Apparently,
we forgot
Sega is not doing that one. Yeah. Sega is not doing that one, by the way. Apparently, the guy who made Sonic Omens, or he did the Infinity Engine, is making that game.
What are you talking about?
Sonic Team is not doing Sonic 2022.
Apparently, he's helping out Sonic Team. Yes.
Oh! And who's this again?
Some guy that made a fan version of the Sonic that everyone liked. Supposedly.
Right.
Supposedly.
So basically, what you're telling me is this is another game that can't count in Sonic Team's category. So this goes to Sonic Mania category. So if it succeeds, I can't give Sonic Team the credit. I give it to the clown who they hired because that goes to Sonic Mania's category. Okay.
Again, for the 30th fucking time.
I don't know if that's factual, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, apparently that. Yeah. So Sonic is, if it comes out, it's another good Sonic game, and they didn't make it, then of course we have to, once again look at Sega like, what in the fuck do you hire your staff for? Are they just seriously just sitting there for no reason?
They're sitting there and making trash products. By the way, before we continue with more I don't even know if there's more E3. We didn't count this in the Sonic portion of the show. Your thoughts on 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles coming as a collection, and Sonic CD as a collection?
Hold up. What? That's actually
Sonic
happening?
Collection.
Another one.
Sonic Uno, Dos, Tres, and Knuckles, and CD is coming in one collection. My question to you is, do you care in 2021?
Okay. There's two There are two schools of thought for this one. One, we already had a Sonic Mega Collection. Okay, cool. Yeah. Right? Now, they said, I'm looking at it now, it's announced as a new Sonic Classic Collection, Origins. So, what are the games now? It's going to be 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Because, Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, because 3 and Knuckles is the same fucking game. Okay. So, here's why I say, why didn't they just, I don't know, make a collection with Generations Unleashed, fucking the other ones? Forces, probably. I don't know why they would put that in there, but apparently, yeah.
Even better. I have one even better. How about we remake and how about we call Blue Point? Right? The guys who did Demon Souls, right?
Yeah.
We call them up, we give them a call. And how about we make a proper Sonic collection with, I don't know, Adventure 1 and 2 completely redone from the ground up?
I think Blue Point belongs to Sony.
Do they?
If I'm not mistaken.
Well, fuck me then. Well, remaster those two games then.
Oh,
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, that is, because...
Yeah, because, look,
I like 1, 2, and 3, but
I like 1, 2, and 3, right? And looking at their shit, PlayStation Now and Luna just got Forces. PlayStation Now just got Sonic Forces. PlayStation Now has Sonic Forces and Team Sonic Racing and fucking Sonic Mania. And I'm like, okay, first of all, Sega, you need to stop. Sonic Forces, Sonic fucking 06, Sonic Boom, don't ever mention those games again. They're literally your shittiest games.
You can go all the Wii games, sir.
Ring,
Black Knight.
Okay, first of all, I forgot about those games. That's even worse.
You're a better man than me. I can never forget those games. I can never forget.
Shadow
the Hedgehog.
Okay, hold up. Shadow the Hedgehog is not that bad.
Nah,
it's better.
It's terrible.
Okay. Okay. Hey, hold up.
Not that bad, man.
Hold fast.
Hold up.
Yes.
Rewind. Reverse. I'm playing the reverse card. What the fuck did you just say?
I said Shadow the Hedgehog is better than Sonic 06.
Get the fuck out.
That's not saying much, sir.
That's not
saying much.
But it's the truth.
Cat poop is better than dog poop. That's not saying much, sir.
Actually, that's the opposite. It's dog poop. I'd rather smell dog poop than cat poop.
No, that's like you sitting here saying that fucking water from the bathroom sink is better than water from the fucking kitchen sink. Like, get out.
But the water from the kitchen sink is clearly better.
It's both garbage.
They both belong in the trash bin. I don't care. Like, one person's trash can smell better than another person's trash.
Hey, hold up. These idiots are still adding features to the Sonic Forces on your cell phone. What the fuck?
So I'm just gonna completely glance over the Sonic Forces stuff to bring up something that you just reminded me about. Sony did do a significant upgrade to PlayStation Now recently. In terms of streaming PS3 games, the quality is supposedly a lot better now.
You can download some games now.
Yeah, like Horizon Zero Dawn is downloadable, even though I was very confused because it was already on whatever. Let's just say they did it right. Great. How about we continue doing that right? You know, that's a right move right there. You know? Because, I was thinking Google Stadia would like to have done that, but, they're not smart at all. and I'm just skimming through the Sonic Central, you know, and of course we got a teaser for the new Sonic game, and I guarantee you, if Sonic, oh, never mind, Sonic Team has his logo is all on the new Sonic teaser game. Never mind. So let me ask you a question. How many of you do you guys think the new Sonic game is gonna have a stupid gimmick, or it's gonna be a straight Sonic game?
I think it's gonna be Sonic in 4K. That's what it looked like to me.
I don't give a fuck if Sonic is in 4K, bro.
That's all it's gonna be.
No one gives a fuck. If your game isn't good, who cares? Sonic Forces could have been in 20K, but that game is so fucking bad.
It looked like they're just going to go for a realistic looking Sonic. And
you mean like Sonic 06?
Not so loud, sir.
No, not like 06. Just good graphics.
Like
all that jazz.
Sonic 06.
You know what? I'm tired of you. Okay. Sonic 06 is garbage.
Sonic 06, the gameplay is fucking worse than garbage. It is so bad that fucking every time someone opens a case to Sonic 06, their brain melts and they die horribly.
Sega's gonna remaster Sonic 06.
If Sega remasters Sonic 06, here's what's gonna happen, right? And here's the board meeting, right? Here's what the board meeting would be if I was in their board meeting. Let's remaster Sonic 06. Hold up. How about you give it to another company to remaster for you, or the people who did Mania, or somebody who knows how to competently, make a game. Yeah, let's just give it to them.
Can I just get a Sonic Heroes?
Oh, let's remaster Sonic Boom. How about you take all of the code for that game and delete it?
Oh man, that's a great game.
Dog, if I worked for Sega and I was in any of their meetings, and I probably said this before, I would have a gun, a newspaper, or something hard to smack somebody who comes up with a dumbass idea for Sonic games. And I'm not joking. Like legit, I would literally smack the shit out of somebody who came up with a dumbass idea. Let's make Sonic Boom! Okay, whack! That's all you heard. How about you just do Lost World 2? Okay? Good. Let's not make it for the DS either. Just make it for the fucking console. Call it a day. If you think about it, Nintendo Switch doesn't have a Sonic game, does it?
Nope.
Exactly. Sega made a deal with Nintendo, and then yeah, you never fucking saw anything. But whatever. Yes, a name that used to be great, then it started sucking. And wait, where did their downfall happen, Mr. Darkwave?
The downfall of Sonic?
Yes. And Sega.
Get your fat ass
Sega, downfall of Sega happened after Dreamcast died.
How about Sonic?
Sonic.
My prediction for
it kind of started with Heroes, but didn't take effect until Shadow.
My prediction for E3 is Sega's gonna launch a console, and they're gonna call it the Sega's back console.
Hey, first of all, if Sega decides to launch a console, and here's what they have to do. First thing they have to do, make sure their games are not stealable, or their discs are not stealable, like the Dreamcast. Putting that out there.
I think they're gonna come back, bro. They're gonna come back. They're gonna fuse with the Atari.
Yeah. This time, let's not.
Oh my god.
And let's not give the guy who made Shenmue. Let's not give him any more money so he can stop making fucking games, please, God. And Yuji Naka, don't let him near my console ever.
Why? He's an amazing.
Yuji Naka is quite possibly one of the worst things to ever happen to the gaming industry. I'm sorry. I love the guy, but I also hate the guy too.
I predict we see
same thing with Tetsuya Nomura.
We might see another Kojima game.
We're not talking about Tetsuya anymore.
Okay, here's what Kojima has to do. Kojima should just get a camera, hire a bunch of actors, right, and just make a movie. Because Death Stranding is a shit game, and people honestly looked at me during my review when I said the game is shit, and they were like, "No, it's actually really good." What makes the game good? Well, it's different. When did different mean good? I thought different meant just not the same as any other game. In which that's not true. It's just your objectives is different. The movement and everything else is exactly the same as fucking Metal Gear. It's just fucking you're delivering packages. And then the game goes, don't kill people, but they have guns and can fuck your life up with their guns. Don't kill them though. Other than that, you can knock them out, but they're gonna get up and keep coming after you. Fuck it. I said fuck it. I just literally killed everybody I came across and fucked the game up. I beat the game so fucking fast that people were like, why did you beat it so fast? You were supposed to do these side quests. Well, because this game is fucking boring and bad and boring.
Oh my god.
What?
Blasphemy.
This is slight wrestling, but AEW just signed another legend.
Oh.
Who?
No.
The world's strongest man.
No.
Are you serious?
So we were talking on the last podcast, and we were like, because I heard Mark Henry said he wanted to come back and he wanted to do one more run and give back to the company because he felt like he didn't do it when he left last time.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was coming back to AEW. Or going to AEW. No, him and Big Show. I guess, because if he went to WWE, Mr. McMahon would have been like, "That shit."
That's good shit.
Y'all some assholes.
That's what he says. That's what he says. But so my next question: what do you think is going to be the biggest surprise to you guys at E3, if there even is a surprise?
I think, call me crazy, and I think we're gonna get that. Because I feel like a lot. It's not necessarily at E3, but we're just gonna call this gaming season E3 because that's how I feel about my life with gaming right now. So in the season, I feel like we're gonna get from Sony. We're gonna get this fucking Metal Gear remake.
Why?
Because it's been a big rumor, and I feel like we might get it. There's supposed to be another remake. We're about to see The Last of Us 1 remake.
Oh, why though?
Yeah,
because of reasons.
Because Sony sometimes don't make logical decisions with themselves.
I hope not.
Motherfucker said, "Let's make a fucking Last of Us remake," and I'm like,
I just realized. So Naughty Dog is also supposed to have a new IP, so we might see that. Bend Studios, the people behind Days Gone, also they basically Sony. We all know tragically was like, nope, no Days Gone's 2. So
Days Gone 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No Days Gone's 2.
Days Gone.
Oh,
shut up.
Sorry.
No Days Gone 2. So
yeah, God, what's so hard?
Fuck that game. I'm just kidding. I played and enjoyed. I
enjoyed the game too. It's just it has problems and it's the start of something.
Yeah, that's a dork.
No, the Days Gone is pretty good. It's just it's one of those. It's the nucleus of something that could be better type of game, and it's literally just like Sonic Lost World to me. It's a good game, but it could be better if you expand upon it.
Well, apparently Sony ain't like their ideas for expanding it. So
it's Sony. Once again, Sony, right? Sometimes I love them, but sometimes they can kiss my black ass.
Well, I mean, we will never know.
I have the best
we will
surprise
know.
of them all.
What's up?
I'll go last in line. It's gonna be epic.
Okay.
It's time for you to go to bed.
Okay. Mine's right. My biggest surprise is they're gonna show off the next character in Smash Brothers.
That's not a surprise. Pick something else.
Actually, nothing will surprise me at this E3. Nothing.
That's a lie. That's cap. That's so cap.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
That's so crazy.
You want to bet?
Get surprised. I
By
feel
what?
Like there's always one sleeper at E3, bro.
Okay, listen to me. Right? My name my real name, I'm not going to say it right now, can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of games at E3 or the upcoming E3. Nothing is going to catch my attention enough for me to go, holy shit.
Alright, so when they drop that Elden Ring trailer, what you gonna do?
Okay, that's going to catch me off guard.
Wasn't it already leaked out this year?
It was leaked, and I saw it already. But, you know.
Why you so loud?
When they drop the full Elden Ring trailer, bro, what you gonna do, bro?
I saw it already. I just told you.
When they drop that gameplay, what you gonna do, bro?
I saw it already.
It had gameplay in the trailer.
Oh, damn.
I mean, yeah, it did, and I can't, and I'm not gonna repeat myself for a third time. I saw it already.
What you gonna do with the What you gonna do when they show that Breath of the Wild 2, bro? What you gonna do with that, bro?
You mean
it's Breath of the Wild?
It's Breath of the fucking Wild.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, I literally.
The real surprise is what I got to say.
When they show that Resident Evil 4 remake, bro, what you gonna do?
I really don't care. I didn't like Resident Evil 4 as much as I like Resident Evil 5. I'm dead serious. I don't care. And I really could care less if people go, you're weird. I'm gonna be like, I could care less about what you think. I did not like the game as much as I like fucking 5. In fact, I barely like fucking 4. And that's just me. I'm not saying that the game is bad. I'm never gonna say Resident Evil 4 is bad. I just didn't like the fucking game.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But yeah. Anybody else? Go ahead. Seriously though, but huh?
I think
Spirit, do you have something?
Spirit, yeah.
No.
No surprises.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, my surprise at E3 will come from Capcom. As they continue to deliver greatness.
Oh, no.
And then the game will be
6?
Huh?
What? Devil May Cry 6?
No, it's done. The series is done.
No, it's not.
It really. Hold up, Darkwave. Hold up, Darkwave.
Oh god.
Galactic.
It's not done, bro.
Realistically, what are they going to talk about in the new Devil May Cry that would actually make sense?
Nero.
What about Nero?
He could be grandpa or something. I don't know.
Shut up.
What?
Shut the hell up.
He could be grandpa, bro.
Shut up. Shut up. God, I hate you. Jesus.
We get DMC 2.
Now they can do it and not get in trouble. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Instead of years ago where they should have did it like now, after the, whatever. Who cares? I'm not gonna argue with them.
What you were saying, Darkwave?
Yeah, go ahead, Darkwave, because clearly Galactic's an idiot.
The surprise will come from Capcom, a game that we have been eagerly waiting for years. Patient of greatness. My surprise for E3 will be from Capcom, Deep Down.
Didn't they already announce that game is dead?
No, they keep renewing the fucking license. The trademark.
Why? I am the storm.
The trademark for it.
That is unbroken.
I don't even know what that is. There was rumblings.
I remember that fucking game. I actually remember that fucking game.
What game? Deep Down?
You got it announced.
Yeah, it looked good, didn't it?
Oh my god, yo.
Shut up.
Yo,
it looked good, didn't it? You had your Dark Souls armor, you had co-op, you had a dungeon crawler, you could stop time. It was from Capcom. It was announced 8 years ago.
No.
PS4 exclusive. It looks stronger than a PS4 game.
As for games that
clearly that was all bullshit, but whatever.
Games that I absolutely would love to see, even though I know for goddamn well it's not happening. Maybe a Dragon's Dogma 2. I know for.
I'm sorry. I would love a Dragon's Dogma 2, but
Dogma 2. What else? Lost Planet remastered remake would be.
You know what?
You know what? I lied. There's something I would want to see. since they want to go with remakes and stuff, they did new Pokemon Snap. Then go ahead and do Hey You Pikachu. I don't know.
Why would they do that?
But why would they do that?
Pokemon Stadium. Or Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium would be a good. I don't know why. Hey, no, Hey You Pikachu. Why
Pokemon Channel. Pokemon Channel would be fun.
The fuck is that?
You were a kid. Your brother had it on his.
And you remember oh, that's right. You kicked the Pokemon. The Hey You Pikachu. Pikachu, come here. Pikachu, play the trumpet. Pikachu, let's go to sleep.
You want to do that? Go turn your Alexa into a Pikachu, bro.
No. That was actually agitating. Never doing that again.
Just turn your Alexa into Pikachu.
Pikachu, come here. Oh my god, my mom fucking hated that game. Shut up! Exactly, tell Pikachu, take your ass to sleep. I hated that fucking game. Oh my god. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, no, Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium, I think that would be pretty cool. If they added like an online feature to it too, where you can battle your friends. And,
I don't give a fuck about my friends. I just want to play the damn mini games.
Wow.
You mean they just have a Pokemon party then and call it a day?
Pokemon Party, fuck Mario Party.
Shit.
Hey yo, hold up.
The little Rat-a-tat joint and the little fucking what was it? The Clefairy joint. Clefairy. Then you had to fucking do the finger shit, and then yeah. Fuck y'all. I'll be doing that all day.
So you wouldn't want to battle nobody?
No, fuck no, cause I would.
She said she's just the greatest of all time. She said that she's better than Ash catching her. She said Ash who?
Ash just won his first championship in the lower region. No, come on now.
We all know all that took place in 1 year. He hasn't aged yet.
No, Ash is a devil. He's a demon, so that's why he hasn't aged.
Even though the animation style changed and he looks younger for some strange reason.
And it makes no sense because everybody else ages in the Pokemon joint. Because in the new Pokemon Snap, the character that you played in the first fucking game is in this game, and he is older. So it's like, okay, so everybody else ages, just not Ash. Got it. Demon.
People think his dad's like Professor Oak or something.
Hey, y'all need to stop.
He's tapping his mom. He's tapping his father's ass.
No. Stop it.
Did you not remember Pokemon 2000 when my man came visit to the house with the bike and he had some shorts on? Yeah, he's about to get slapped them cheeks.
That's what I'm saying. He came into the house, bro. He pulled up.
He came pulled up with his bike with some shorts on. My man. Ooh. If it was not for the weather, he was gonna slap his mom's cheeks. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. In Pokemon 2000, I kid you not, he literally pulled up. He was like, "Hey, what's going on?" She was all outside doing the gardening and shit with Mr. Mime. Professor Oak pulled up with a bike and some shorts on, and then he about to come in, and then the fucking weather changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are pervs.
Professor Oak, it's definitely that's that man's father, bro.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Why do you think he treats him so well compared to Gary, bro? Why do you think Gary's so salty? Gary know. Gary know.
What
the he know.
Gary's back.
What the fuck?
Yeah, oh yeah, they did bring him back in the new yeah.
Yeah.
They also did a thing too where Ash went back to Pilot Town, saw his most of his old Pokemon.
He just left him there. He ain't got no Pokebag, bro.
Well,
that's so.
It was so simple. It was kind of fucked up because Squirtle wasn't there, so it was Charizard, Bulbasaur, Snorlax. And then we didn't get no Butterfree, no Pidgeot. Who the fuck else was there? The little elephant drink that he had. Quilava was there. A lot of his other fire Pokemon and shit. Fernet was there. Primate was there, which is confusing because Ash actually gave Primate, I think it was like a fighter or a boxer or some shit that he gave him to. Charizard, I was confused why he was there, but it makes sense. But some of these other Pokemon, I'm like, why are y'all here? Y'all actually had jobs and shit to do, but whatever. And still no Squirtle.
You're never gonna get over that, are you?
No!
Squirtle is
I
my
love
favorite
Squirtle.
Pokemon.
It's my favorite one.
Squirtle's my favorite Pokemon, period. Specifically Squirtle.
I thought your
damn
favorite
near
Pokemon was
all the
Pinamon.
type.
No. That's not a Pokemon.
What?
That's not.
Oh, my bad. It's a Digimon. My bad.
No.
Bro.
I don't even. Digimon's nasty.
Hold up. What did you just say about Digimon?
I said Digimon's nasty.
Why did you say that?
This is stuff we talk about off the air. Because some of us have work. So let's hurry up.
Darkness said, look, I do this shit. He said, I got shit to do.
Talking about Digimon and shit. It's an anime podcast.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to... Oh, I actually did have one thing I wanted to say. Anybody remember that game Avengers?
Trash.
The game that I spent like $60 for and only was able to play it
one time. Once or twice. And I don't want to talk about it. And I was only able to play it once or twice. Yes. So they are the very definition of now the most tone deaf company besides Amazon. And Sony, which I will get to these three in a second because these are just some quick little facts. Apparently, Marvel launched the Red Room, which is the Red Room, a Black Widow thing, and it was broken and buggy instead of overhauling the game like people want. So that's the first thing. Two, Amazon's making a new pay-to-win game, MMO, and it keeps getting worse.
Okay.
And they keep adding stuff, and one of the things they added was a pay-to-win feature. Yes. Wow. I mean, like, as soon as you buy this, you can win the match type of shit. And three, Sony, for some fucking reason, will not allow crossplay in Borderlands 3.
They probably not trying to fork over the money, so Sony's like, Sony not playing them games.
Oh yeah. Okay. And a quick update on that amiibo situation. For those who don't know, that Zelda Skyward Sword is getting an amiibo that allows you to instantly teleport from the dungeon or wherever you are back to your home base so you can buy shit. But the amiibo is already being scalped and it's already being charged at exorbitant prices.
Amazing.
And you guys wonder why I keep saying Nintendo is fucking tone deaf. Nintendo is completely tone deaf. Motherfuckers are idiots. Oh! Stop doing things to our games like emulating it, and people go, well, we can't. Yeah, you guys are idiots. Because right now, even looking on eBay, one person put it on eBay for $66, and the amiibo is $20. That is I don't even know what type of markup that is, but that is a fucking markup.
That's over triple.
Yes. Also, final thing before we get the one person's charging it for $2,000. Yeah, okay.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, okay, you dumb. Darkwave, I found your all 4 Game Gear minis for $224.
Congratulations, sir.
I'm gonna get you all 4 of these Game Gear minis for $224.
Yeah, man.
Well, guys,
would anybody like to add anything else?
Nope. See you next time on the Wild Fang podcast, the Wild Fang Street podcast, whatever the hell this thing is called. Yes.
Whatever the hell this thing.
Whatever the hell this thing is called. I'll see you next time. As you can hear Wild Fang dying hysterically in the background.